Imagine style so eloquent that functionality is secondary. Imagine expert guidance and a process that's all about you. Imagine exceptional quality at a price you can feel good about. Imagine immense satisfaction. Mark Hall Cabinetry, where everything you imagine materializes.
Termites attack more than 5 million homes every year and cause over $5 billion in property damage. Don't let this happen to your home. Call me today at Steve's Pest Control and let's get your house protected. I'm going to solve your termite problems. I guarantee it.
Now you got a friend in the pest control business, Steve's Pest Control.
Closed captioning provided by eNet, your pay-as-you-go work comp specialists.
We're looking at the handiwork from the guys at Flashover Painting. We're going through the whole process of getting this finished out as far as the interior paint is concerned. As you can see, we're at the bay window, which is a nice focal point of John and Toby's custom home right in the living room. The trim is covered with a natural tan. The walls are started with a beige color. As you can see, the guys go through and cut in the ceiling. Anywhere right up next to the ceiling, they'll put the wall color in and cut that in. They'll also spray out the trim. The reason I like them spraying out the trim, it gives it a nice glassy appearance. After they've caulked and prepped it, they spray it, even get a little bit on the walls. That way it's nice and seamless and just looks like a nice glass finish. Then they're gonna cut in all their walls. They'll spray the walls out. They'll roll the walls. They'll cut in everything and it'll be a nice seamless finish. The eggshell is the finish that's going on the walls. Semi-gloss is for the trim. And the ceiling has a flat finish, which is already complete. As you can see, we're just about done. Tomorrow will be the final day of painting here at John and Toby's house. That'll allow us to do all the finished trim work here tomorrow, such as the electrical, the HVAC, the concrete, touch up the siding, and anything else additional on the exterior. I'm gonna get busy and get to work on finishing up John and Toby's house. We're working on the finishing touches here at John and Toby's custom home. We just got through putting all the doorknobs up, all the hinge stops, working on the screens for the windows. One of the most important parts to finish up is the tile shower in the master bathroom. We just finished setting all the tile in John and Toby's master bathroom shower. Now we're applying the grout. The great thing about grout and what we do a little differently is we add a product called Grout Boost. That gives us the liquid we need to mix up the sanded grout and also gives us a sealer all in one. We then apply it to the tile, wipe it completely clean once we apply it, and then we do a final clean the next day. Once we're done with that, we put a color match caulk on all of the joints, all the corners, and anywhere tile meets another product such as the base of the shower. That way, when this shower is completed, it's watertight and no water is getting behind the tile. Should condensation ever happen, we have a rubber guard product on the sheetrock. So this shower will be watertight when we're done. We're here to talk with Steve from Steve's Pest Control and talk about what sets them apart differently from any other pest control company. Steve, I appreciate you coming out to the home and telling us what you'll do differently to set them up for pest control in the way of termites and general pest control.
Sounds good.
Let's take a look.
Steve, maybe you want to start by covering what you would do on a visit to a new home like this. I admittedly am naive about pest control. I wouldn't think that I'd need your services maybe until 2, 3, 5 years down the road. What would you initially do if someone called you to build a new home and they want you to come out and take a look at it?
Well, we first give advice. We want to make sure that our client understands all about what we're trying to protect their house from.
Okay.
Termites, for example, live in a colony underground. A lot of people don't realize that, but the colony normally is 10 or 12 feet underground.
Okay.
And it's a big social colony, kind of like, think of it like a big beehive underground. We find that the majority of the problems entering the home are really outdoor insects that are coming in from outside.
Okay.
And we've developed a program to eliminate the problem on the outside before they get inside. It really lessens the need to do a lot on the inside.
Okay. What's something like that entail?
Well,
a barrier on the outside?
yeah, we do a service, we call it an exterior power spray, first of all. That is a 100-gallon tank unit on our trucks. I don't know if you've seen our trucks around town with these big units on the back, but there's a 100-gallon tank, a motor and pump. There's a hose reel with a 200-foot hose, and we literally, pull that thing around the outside of the house, and we focus on all the entry points of the house.
Windows, doors.
Yeah, we go around all the windows and doors, all the eaves, all the overhangs, any kind of crack and crevice that we can find on the outside. We can literally spray about 20 feet in the air with this thing if we need to. This is one thing I think that separates us from a lot of our competitors. I guess the way I explain it is, there's two options available. There's permanent and there's temporary. It's important to realize what we're dealing with, what particular insect. I know we talked earlier about oriental roaches, but lady beetles are another one, or spiders, or we need to figure out exactly what we're trying to get rid of, and then really focus a plan to stop that from entering the building. Knowing what you're doing, knowing the insect, knowing the product, and how to treat is, anybody can buy some at a store and try to apply it themselves, but knowing what you're doing, what you're dealing with, and all about the product and where to apply it is pretty important.
Yeah, it's definitely key.
We covered the basics really well. I guess with our company, I own the company. I'm involved in the field every day, and we are absolutely committed to provide the best service possible. Without trying to ram something down someone's throat. Just, we give free advice. We'll do any kind of inspection. Whatever we can do to serve our client is what we want to do.
Brought to you in part by Carpet One Floor and Home Columbia. Best brands, best service. The one store for your perfect floor. Forum Christian Church, intentionally connecting people to Jesus. Steve's Pest Control. Now you have a friend in the pest control business. And Withrow Electric. No job too small.